I saw the news.
There's been sports news. Did you hear?
No, it's not sports news.
What news are you referring to?
Congratulations to the first Bollywood actor who's going to receive their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Can you guess who it would be? And it's not going to be who you think.
I know who it should be.
Shah Rukh Khan, of course.
Oh, Bollywood.
It's Bollywood.
I thought it was Indian cinema. It should be Yogi Babu.
No.
There's only one person above Shah Rukh Khan that should get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And if they didn't choose this person...
Are you thinking Irfan? No, he definitely should.
Who? Amitabh Bachchan.
It's none. But she has acted with both of them.
Taboo. Who?
Deepika Padukone.
Yeah.
It's because of the Triple X.
It's because all you have to do is bid for a star. Did you know that? All you have to do is bid for a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I need you to shut up because...
Prince doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I need you to shut up because you know who's going to be here? Deepika and Ranbir. So shut the fuck up.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reaction. I'm Corbin.
I'm Rick.
And you know who's going to be front and center? This man!
I mean, congratulations.
There is a nomination process, but yes, it is also, you have to, it's a known fact that you have to pay for it.
You pay for it.
Obviously.
It's bought. But
there is a nomination process.
Let's just say there are folks that have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame that shouldn't, and there's those who should who don't.
Anyways, today, big little glimpse here dropped. You probably have seen something about it. It's the Ramayana.
Oh.
The introduction.
Yes.
It dropped, I think...
just this morning, I had some requests from people saying, I know I'm not supposed to ask this, but would you please react to this?
It dropped, I think, at like 2 a.m. our time, but they didn't tell us like when it was dropping.
Got it.
And
but
so...
the news I was referring to was what Shubman Gill just did in Test cricket. Did you hear?
No.
I was watching. He almost got a triple century.
Wow.
And he is the highest scoring Indian captain in an innings in Test cricket ever.
Nice.
So, Dhoni, 224 versus Australia. Virat Kohli, 235 against England. Virat Kohli, 243. Virat Kohli, 254. Shubman Gill did 269.
Nice.
I was watching. I was so sad when he got out. He's been batting for 269.
I can do that. If you saw cricket, you know we can do it. Anyway. Today with the new Ramayana, this is like a introduction glimpse.
Introduction glimpse.
I think this is the director.
Where?
Right here.
Oh! Namit Malhotra.
But it's Ranbir, Sai Pallavi,
Yash.
Hans Zimmer.
And Hans Zimmer partnering with AR.
Rahman.
Yep, I remember this.
Maybe we could talk to both of them.
We could. I have an in with Hans.
Yeah, Rahman.
even
no, because he's
closer
in it with them.
Yeah, but this is the first time they've worked together. Pedro's been with Hans now for 15 years.
Anyways, but obviously this is based off of the epic Ramayana. Obviously, you've seen mine, Steph's.
I wonder if Pedro's in the score
of the animation, the anime version, which I think you should watch just for education purposes.
Yes, and what I'm doing right now, I'm on my phone. Deal with it. I'm reaching out to Pedro to ask him if he played on this.
Well, can we do the reaction first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got him up here. I'll ask him in a second.
Here we go.
Is it supposed to be silent?
Sorry, hold on.
Since the beginning of existence of time, the Trinity rules the three worlds. Why don't they do voiceovers anymore? Akshay. Check. Let's play them all.
Sounds Hans.
Love it. Sounds like it should be. Sounds epic.
Nice.
Actually getting a glimpse.
Nice.
Nice.
That's gonna be big.
Diwali.
Diwali of next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then
good.
part 2 will be Diwali of 27.
Yeah, so they'll probably start
Yeah.
filming. I bet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that this is like India's first $100 million movie.
Is it really?
I believe so. It costs $100 million.
Well, they probably gave 20 of that to Hans.
It's actually fantastic though that two epic composers like that would come together.
I
and
love
work
it.
together like that.
I love it.
Because you can't get bigger than Hans in the world, really.
No.
And you can't get bigger in India than A.R. Rahman.
It's the two biggest film composers in the world collaborating, which
John
is a
Williams, I guess, would be
wonderful,
the other.
wonderful. Yeah, John's the obvious, but to have those guys join hands, I really, really my hopes are about as sky high for this as
Yeah.
anything I've
And-
ever been optimistic for.
And I like that it's a collaboration because, like, if you just had this and it was like composed by Hans Zimmer, I would be hesitant because I'd be like, this is the most Indian kind of story
Yeah,
you've ever heard.
right.
Because obviously it's part of Hinduism, it's literally one of the biggest stories in Hinduism. But even though he's a great composer, I would want somebody who's very familiar with the story,
Yeah.
the emotion, the gods, the deities, all of them to be the one that really helps out, and it'd
Yeah.
be more of a collaboration.
As it gets closer and it's being promoted, would really love. It'd be amazing if their schedules worked out that we could sit down with both AR and Hans. At the very least, I'd love to find out from AR how he and Hans got involved and the story of that collaboration. Because I agree with you, it's kind of a no-brainer. I would expect, even if, let's say, they had just reached out to Hans Zimmer, my suspicion would be, knowing what I know about him, is he would have done his homework and he would have spent a lot of time researching and doing what he needs to do to become versed and had a lot of people collaborating with him. That's not enough for a film like this. It really, having those two names attached to it is monstrous and should help it cross the gap and have. There'll be Americans who don't know any of these names, but they'll see Hans Zimmer and they'll immediately be interested.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see because obviously this is like Sony is with the Indian production as well. And so it's a full on Hollywood Bollywood collaboration.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is wonderful to see.
Yeah, and designed for blockbuster.
But it'll be interesting to see outside of Indians how this does.
Yeah.
Because regular Americans that aren't Hindu or friends with Indians don't know this story at all.
Right.
At all. Not like it's not even in their register.
No. But
of
it
this
does.
story. It's
It could. You know what it really could find an audience for? The people who spent a decade and more loving everything Marvel did from Iron Man on, and then it just fell off the edge, and they're craving these monstrous blockbuster heroic superhero movies.
Yeah.
And would peak their that alone.
Granted.
That was a really wonderful teaser. The score on that was spectacular.
granted the risk you run into is becoming the what is it, Adi Pradesh with Prabhas that came out, which was the telling of the Ramayana.
Yeah.
But obviously VFX were way below par.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they've invested so much, also Hollywood productions, not that they need that for VFX, because obviously a lot of Hollywood VFX actually goes to
Indian VFX have come.
It's just you need the money
so far.
You just need the money.
Yeah.
The talent has always been there.
Yeah.
And actually a lot of Hollywood productions outsource VFX to India.
Correct.
They just have the money to make it look exactly how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
And with VFX, it just takes money.
Yeah.
But I love the casting of Ranbir as Ram. I think he's, as opposed to like Prabhas, who even though I thought he did fine, my biggest gripe is that he just gives off warrior. And once you see the anime one, and the Ram,
Yeah.
he has this very kind of calm, sweet demeanor about him.
Yeah.
Very caring, very and Prabhas doesn't, even though
Looking up something about the film.
he's a lot more warrior-esque. Even though Ram is a warrior.
Right.
But that's not what he exudes, I feel like.
I agree.
At least from what I've noticed.
Yes.
And for this character, Ravayan, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yash is perfect.
Well, and I also love
Perfect.
crossing the industries.
Yeah.
That's huge. And you saw, obviously, we know Sonny Dill's going to be in that.
Yeah.
Which makes us very happy. I would love to know
Sai Pallavi's a good cast.
where they fall in terms of the shooting structure right now. They're going to spend a lot of time in post, obviously, with the VFX. And then I also wonder how much of the film, that's again an AR question. We've asked him this question before. I don't think we did it in our interview. I think we just did it in conversation with him where he talked about sometimes you write the music beforehand. Sometimes you write it while you have footage. And I would love to know how he and Hans are approaching this in terms of the collaborating, the writing, when they're doing it in terms of finished stuff. Are they getting to do it and compose it to what they're seeing on the screen? Really intrigued, but I again, my hopes are super, super high for this. I thought that was great.
Yeah. Looks awesome.
Thought that was great.
Let us know what you thought about it if you're excited for it, and anything else we need to know down below. Congrats to Pika. I love you.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.